Welcome to Living Multidimensionally, where we explore what it really means to be a soul having a human experience in a world that is far more magical, interconnected, and alive than we were ever taught to believe. I'm your host, Jillian, an Akashic Records channel, energy healer, and multidimensional guide. And this podcast is a space where we peel back the layers of the seen and unseen worlds. Here, we talk about the messy, beautiful, deeply human parts of life, and the moments that remind us we are ancient, infinite, and connected to something so much bigger. Here I explore with you and guide you through the many layers of the spiritual journey. At times, I'm joined by friends, teachers, healers, and fellow travelers of the spiritual path. People who live with one foot in the physical world and one foot in the energetic realms, as we dive into the modalities, experiences, past lives, initiations, and everyday magic that shape us. This is a space for curiosity, embodiment, remembrance, and real conversations about what it means to navigate life as a multi-dimensional being, with humor, depth, and a whole lot of soul. So take a breath, open your heart, and let's journey in. All right, hello everybody. So today's guest is someone whose work I trust with my body, heart, and my soul, and that is not something that I say lightly. I met Samantha Sophia Gaia at a festival out in the country, and after one healing session with her, I knew immediately that she was the real deal. Her energy was powerful, precise, and deeply attuned, the kind of work that doesn't just feel good but actually changes you. I've continued working with Samantha for over a year now, and her sessions are some of the most profound and transformative healing experiences that I've ever had. She communicates with my guides with an accuracy that continually amazes me, and she has an incredible ability to reflect both my emotions and my power back to me in a way that brings clarity, confidence, and deep trust in myself, even when I'm standing in the unknown and I can't yet see the next step. Samantha carries a huge heart. She is quirky, funny, and completely non-judgmental, and being in her presence feels deeply safe, like you're allowed to be fully yourself without performance or explanation. She is an Indigenous healer who dances at powwows and brings her medicine not only into her private sessions, but into her community as well. Her work is a beautiful fusion of the cosmic and the ancestral, blending shamanic wisdom, mediumship, intuitive reading, and self-healing guidance into a practice that's both expansive and deeply grounded. Samantha is what it looks like when someone lives in right relationship with spirit and with their humanity. So I'm very honored to welcome her to this space. And yes, welcome, Samantha.
You gotta warn a girl.
It's gotta start right off into it.
Oh my goodness. I was already crying before I tried to put myself together. I already knew it was going to be extremely emotional, but wow, thank you. That's a tremendous reflection and a true honor because I see you and I know you and I love you, and for you to trust me on such a deep level to hold you in the unknown is everything to me. And yeah, I love you.
I love you too. I have to try so hard to compose myself when I'm doing the intros because I always get emotional too. Oh,
Goodness.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, I was expecting it to be emotional because it usually is when you and I are together, which is a good thing.
Yes.
But anyways, we will get right into it. So, can you share with the listeners who you are beyond the labels, the soul behind the work that you do?
Uh, so I will speak in my language, which is light language, is what they call it here now. And I'll speak in English where it translates through just because that is who I am.
Hmm.
I allow my higher self to I allow my human to embody my higher self, and my human allows my higher self to do the same because that's that's what we need to do. When
Mhm.
we chose separation, when we chose to experience and know what love is on the ultimate level and help mother our earth mother remember and do what it is she's fully capable of doing here on earth in her heart as her soul reflection. So that's who I am. The Crystal Sophia, her embodiment. Samantha, the human, Sophia, my soul, and Gaia, my spirit. That is who I am. And I have worked so hard on my healing to not only understand this but understand it and accept it. That's huge. Accepting was and still is everything that I am working towards and through. And as I have done so, I'm now able to do that for those who are ready to do the same. Because that's what we came here to do, to embody and who we are in the vessels, the
Mhm.
human vessels.
Mhm.
Let her dream, my dream come true. Because when I think of, humans, and our ability to withstand, to overcome and to hold within
Mm.
all the pain, the grief, the suffering, the sorrow, the trauma, and still be able to keep going and do the things and keep working in the programming that we chose for right now. Because in that hardship, we've been able to create a vessel that could transform that hardship into the light, into the balanced light into the balanced darkness, because that's what we are. We are light and dark, and they're both scary.
It's true.
The bigger your light comes, the bigger the darkness it is to hold that light, right?
Mhm.
So there's a constant balance through the infinity that we need to come through, and learning that and remembering that has been something that's been earth shattering. That's the only that's the only words that are coming to me, because the reflection now on earth is a reflection of the healing that we are doing
Yeah.
as a collective, and as the truth, continually comes through within, that reflection out there is so much stronger, and we need to see it. We signed up to see it. It's part of our experience. It's how we learn and continue to grow. And if we can learn those lessons here now, integrate them here now, well, guess what? We can transmute it, alchemize it here now. We can become New Earth now. We can become the Golden Age now. Okay, now we can have magic now because we already are magic. Energy is magic.
Mhm.
Everything around us. Pure relationship, Akiki. My baby here now, helping me transmute this energy with us right now.
I didn't know
Let's
you also had a tabby. My girl's a
Oh,
too.
I have three tabbies.
Oh,
I have three tabbies and a Siamese.
wow. Oh,
We
that's
have the crazy cat lady cups to go.
I would be if my cat, whose name is Sophia, if she
Oh my gosh.
if she was more welcoming to others, I would have more, but she is a one cat. Aw.
I love
Yes,
that.
yes, so much yes to everything you said. I love that you're drawing the infinity symbol because recently I had like a realization of what that symbol actually means. Like I was doing like past and future healing and it started showing up and I was like, "Oh, I totally get it."
Yes, and every time you come through at the HK, you meet in the present, right? And that's where the alchemization happens.
Yes.
So the further you go within, the further you go without, HK. And then if you allow yourself to come through that threshold into seeing your future choices into what's gonna come to, I'm gonna say, come for you, come to you. You're able to adjust if you need to, Ashkena, through your healing, right?
Yeah, totally.
Yes.
Okay, yes. So I feel like there you said so much and it's more so a transmission than something that needs to be deciphered fully. I feel like the people who are listening will feel what you said. At least I was. I was just watching you with so intently the whole time because I'm like, yes, I know what you're saying, but it's also coming through as like the energy more so than necessarily the words. Um so yeah, I love that, and I didn't expect any less.
Thank
So
you.
making kind of moving ahead, what was your first multi-dimensional moment that made you realize the world isn't what we were taught?
Oh my goodness. My first moment. Oh my goodness. I don't know that there was a first moment. I feel like there was um like grand awakenings, like grand
Yeah.
like because me as a I've always been in tune. I've always had this knowing and intuition that's like kept me alive. So I've always had that, and I've always known when I was young, I could see and I talked to spirit. I would be running in the field holding somebody's hand. Once those things started happening, my parents got a little scared. So my gifts closed down kind of then. Um, whew, when I was 18, I started opening up again. That's when I found cards and I learned cards. In 2017, 2018, I found Reiki. My first meditation with my Reiki teacher was eye-opening. And when I say eye-opening, I mean my third eye. I've never seen so clearly and felt so clearly once that channel was like cleared and she helped me align. Um, I would say then that's when things really started to change. And then again in 2020, 2022, in there, that's when I found my multidimensional teacher.
Mm.
Mm. Whew. And with her, we did huge collective healings that shook my being that awakened releases and knowings that I had no idea were coming.
That's so cool. I also learned Reiki in 2017. So that's why when you said,
Oh
I was
wow.
like, oh, that's what I learned. Yeah, it's so interesting that you always knew. That's something I jealous isn't the right word, but my last guest that I had on, who's also a teacher of mine, she's like, yeah, it was like 3 or 4. And I personally was not that young. Well, I didn't have any of those sort of experiences when I was really little. So it's always interesting to me to hear from others who are like, very, in my opinion, powerful and awake and have it's like, yeah, it started when I was so small. And I'm like, you came in like that.
Yes, exactly. And
Yeah.
then once I like learned, I found a quantum healer in 2022, around that same time, not long after I lost touch with my multidimensional healer. And then again, oh my goodness, a meditation with him. I was introduced to soul contracts
Mm.
and clearing eons of everything, just being able to call it done. Integrate the lessons. And once, oh my goodness, once that opened, that's when it just started with I knew what I could do for other people.
Mhm.
And at that time, um, in my life, with my awakenings, my physical life,
Mhm.
and a huge level. And just gonna give myself a moment here because I don't want to get overly emotional.
Mhm.
I'm recognizing that there's still some releasing here.
Yeah.
I got through it so easily, as easily as I did, because of my connection
Mhm.
and because of my quantum healer being able to help me open up
Mhm.
those aspects within myself and realizations that gave me the confidence
Mhm.
to start stepping into what I already knew and what I was knowing.
Mhm.
um, so I knew what I could do for others. I wanted to know what I could do for myself.
Mhm.
Um, I wanted to know if I could do it for myself, rather not what I could do for myself. I wanted to know if I could do it for myself. Can I heal myself?
Uh,
And then that's when I found my quantum healer, and it just started with wanting to heal my eyes. I wear glasses, and I wanted to heal my structure, like my bones, my skeletal structure, because I've always felt out of line, and I've always wanted to go to a chiropractor, but it was never brought. I've never guided that way.
mhm.
Um, and with that began the like rebalancing of everything inside.
Mhm.
So as everything rebalanced within my structure, within my being, within my chakras, within my alignment, um, my healing. I say you never have to search for your healing. Don't search for your healing. It'll come to you as it's meant to. You'll always be shown, whether it's in the people, the
Mhm.
reflections, what we're being triggered by, or what we're carrying inside, the diseases, the aches, the pains, the whatever it is, that's all energy that's being stored, that needs to be sat with, that needs to be released, that needs to be understood so it can be released.
Mhm.
And in that release, that's when your healing comes in. That's when your soul and your spirit are able to come in and start to restructure, and you feel it. You feel it. You feel the tingles, the shivers, the heat, the throbbing, the all of it. Oh, and I love it.
Totally.
They're carrying me away. I can feel it.
Totally. No, well, you you mentioned a couple good things there, or at least I think like noteworthy in that doing like finding the quantum healer and working with them and like having that understanding helped you to get through the really tough stuff. I find that is very true for my life as well, in that like having the wisdom and the knowledge about it doesn't have to be the way it always is, or oh, you have $0 in your bank account, but everything's fine actually. Like
Exactly.
most people wouldn't look at that and think, oh, yeah, no, it's great. But when you have the awareness and the connection to all that, it makes those hard times easier, at least in my experience.
Yes, absolutely. And the connection, my higher self connection opened with him. And once my higher self connection opened and she was able to start coming in, that's when everything changed. And all the revelations that you can feel, I just knew that I had to trust, that I could trust and
Hmm.
have faith in what they were what she was telling me, what my guides were telling me, what my ancestors were telling me. You will be lifted out when it's time.
Yeah.
You just need to sit. You need to keep healing. You need to keep understanding. You need to know the reflections, what it is, and before you know it, you're seeing throughout the timelines. And even then, you see it throughout those timelines, you gotta detach because those parts that you're seeing are your soul pieces that are still connected over there, that are still trying to learn that lesson here
Yeah.
in this human life. And once you do that, then you can release that life. Whew, heals, and then that comes back in, and all of those lessons that life holds, because that's also you, is here.
Hmm.
Your gifts that are already there come here, and it's that's the unlocking. The
Oh.
unlocking. And because I could trust that there and here first, now it's reflecting in the physical realm. Now it's reflecting now. And every time where, like you said, you have $0, you're houseless. I was houseless twice in the last 5 years. I lost my vehicle. And it's like, do I have food? Yes. Are my children safe where they are? Yes. Am I safe? Yes. Okay. I'm okay. You're right. I'm okay. I don't actually need anything.
Yeah.
I'm okay, we're good. Let's do something fun. And that's just the whole retraining and reprogramming process that I allowed that in the multidimensionality into the human vessel. That's how it all becomes one. And the more you can allow and forgive yourself for forgetting where you put something, because you were actually somebody different in that moment. And now you're this person who needs that thing. Give it a second. It'll all come in. And it's all happening for a reason. And when you do need it, it will be there. Whether it's finances, whether it's a house, whether it's a vehicle, you know, trust. You are where you're supposed to be now. And the
Yes.
more you can accept and surrender, the more you will see, know, and wow. You'll watch the miracles pour in, because that's what you are. To
Hmm.
be here is a miracle in itself.
Oh. Just dropping all the wisdom. Uh, well, and that, yeah, that was the other, like being in the body. I think that was the other good thing you really touched on is like, a lot of spiritual teachers or practice or whatever, people get obsessed with the multi-dimensionality and the out of body stuff, but like I like that you keep bringing it back to like it is the present, it is the body. What's going on in the body is what needs to be dealt with, healed, whatever you want to say, in the present moment. And I like that you were talking about, like, my mind is still wrapping around what you're saying about the pieces and like the pieces coming in. I'm like, okay, yes, I'm like receiving while you're talking.
Good. Good.
I'm like, yes, that makes sense. Well, I like in with the Akashic records, they do talk about, like soul
Mhm.
fragments and stuff like that. And so it kind of, in my mind, it's kind of similar to what you're saying, just in different
Yes.
words.
Yes.
Yeah, but it's so yeah, it's so mind-blowing at the same time. It is what we are, and it is this moment. And yeah, no, there's you said some good things in there that I need to hear. I'm sure other people need to hear.
Yeah.
We need to have people in that frequency, it's so important. Like Samantha was mentioning her quantum healer, multidimensional healer, Reiki healer, and like I work with her and I have other healers. Like I think it's so important to have mentors and people who are, you know, able to actually provide you those containers and those reflections and that energy resonance to be able to trust if you haven't fully anchored in that trust in yourself yet. It's not that you won't, but sometimes being in the energy of others is what allows that to happen, or at least makes it easier.
Yes. Yes. Yes, absolutely.
Yeah. So you mentioned a couple things, and I have a question, but I'm gonna change it a little bit to what I want to know. So like with your quantum healing, what would you like define that as your like what you have multidimensional and quantum, but I would say now you do mostly the quantum stuff. For someone that maybe doesn't understand that, or even for myself to more deeply understand, how would you present the quantum healing?
So for me, when you come into my container, that's exactly where we enter. We enter into the quantum field, and then within there, the quantum field is where we're all connected as one. That's just another, a scientific word for it.
Yeah, yeah.
But in oneness, that's where I work. That's the quantum field. So within oneness, we are one. And what I see is a reflection. And then within that oneness, and where me, and for you, example,
Mhm.
right here, right now, it's just us. In the everything.
Mhm.
So within that, I call all of you. That's where you, Jillian, come. Your guides, your ancestors, and not just your, who you're connected to in this life, but all lives. And when I say that, that's also planets, stars, suns. To where you sat with mother and father and said, this is what I wish to be. We said, yes, we believe in you. Do it. And there you go. Born as the beautiful star, the beautiful moon, the beautiful ocean on a planet on of a mother that you love. Because that's how how it operates, how we go. And through that we birth and allow ourselves to grow. And when we tap into that, we can see and we work together to filter it all into the now, which is where we are sitting as our human selves. So they then present me with what you need in a way that you can understand it. Because that's important. And big words, all of that is unnecessary. What's needed is understanding. And if I can say, all you need to do is sit with all of your emotion and cry for 5 days. You're like, what? But
Been
it's
there.
that come through that, at the end, you're like, wow. and with that, you're able to then step out into your life and navigate in a more conscientious way where you now understand what it is that you are learning, what you're integrating. And then each time I like an analogy that I like is each time you come back is like I take you as this beautiful tree here. I uproot you. I shake everything out. I re-nourish. I re-water. I give you what you need, and then we replant you. And then you're off and you're growing. Ah, so that's yeah, that's what it is.
That's what
Okay,
I
so,
do.
and whatever it is that you want to know, okay, tene, we can tap in, and if it's something that's, you know, what you need to know, and then we give that to you, Atana, plus everything that you do need in that moment.
Hmm.
Whether it's just the space to cry,
Hmm.
whether it's the space to yell and scream and just be vulnerable on the most relentless level.
Hmm.
Okay, and then I'm there for you. I can do that. And then in that moment where you are, and then surrender, I take everything you've given me and I transmute and alchemize that. And I give you back you. And then if you can't do it, I take that emotion and I release it for you. And I give that back to you. Just kidding there. Because I scared there. Who I am, I'm not scared there. On every level. That's what I do. No matter how you judge yourself, no matter what level of darkness you are dwelling in, the entities and whatever you're dwelling with, yeah. I love you. I do not judge you. And I will sit with you until you can see your light.
Hmm.
That's what I do.
Just that.
I like to say, I have something to be felt. It's honestly hard to put words to
Yeah,
sometimes.
no, totally. But you did put words. That
Thank
was
you.
yeah, no, that was really beautifully said. And like I can testify that that is what she does. I have had my roots lifted and shaken a few times. Oh, yes. It's interesting that earlier you said like you were doing it for others and then you wanted to know if you could do it for yourself. I feel like my journey was sort of the opposite, where I've done like been doing it for myself and then because of that able to do it with others. So I like toying with the similarities and the differences, but like so powerful to be able to do it for others like before it even happened for you. I'm like, that is an incredible amount of trust.
Yes. Yes. And then now that I've done it for myself, what I can do for others is like far beyond what I could do 3, 4 years ago.
Yeah, it makes it so
So
much easier.
yes, and it's important. Here first. And I
Yeah.
didn't know that. I
Yeah.
didn't know that. That was not in my programming. My programming was out first, make everybody happy. Everyone needs to be pleased. We need to, all these eggshells, we need to dance around to make sure everyone is happy.
Oh, that's a good one
So
to
that's where
learn.
that came from. And then I learned, hey, you're making it that's that no, you gotta do here first, as within, so without.
Hmm.
It's said that way for a reason. And once I really understood that, yeah, the reflection and not just for others now, but for myself.
Hmm.
And if you're happy, you're healed, you're able to maintain and come out of survival mode, which is even still some days can be
Hmm.
shaking inside of me.
Hmm.
It's a huge reason why I haven't fully stepped out, just being honest.
Hmm.
However, trust.
Yes.
I know. I just
Either,
kind of shake some
either
of this
like
stuff
talking to you
up.
while you're I know. Oh, well, that is was going to be my next question is what's a human thing you still struggle with, even with all your gifts and awareness? But I guess that you sort of would answer that unless there was anything else you wanted to add to that.
Honestly, that would be it. It's just knowing that the survival stuff is done. You
Mhm.
know, the human is still shaking some stuff. There's the unknown. The unknown. But the known is already terrifying. And it just gets any less terrifying every time you go around the circle of learning.
Oh,
So
yes. I
a
love that.
deeper surrender and the unknown brings pleasant surprises. And I was always scared of surprises, which is a reflection here, I know. But I'm ready. It's already done. Surprise me, universe. Let's take on this unknown. Another thing I love to say, where there's fear, there's freedom.
Yes. If you could give me a bad surprise, I know you can give me a good one.
Yes. I appreciate those. Thank you for all the learning. I promise I've learned.
Look at me learning. See?
I'm doing it, universe. I'm doing
Oh, man.
it.
So relatable. Can't you see
Yes.
how much I've learned?
Yes. They're like, well, why are you still doing the same
Yeah,
thing?
yeah. Literally.
Okay,
Uh,
fine.
oh. Oh, yes. Um, so with all of the experiences that you've had, what is there one that comes to mind as like the wildest or most profound or like most mind-blowing experience that you've had since you've been doing this?
Oh my goodness. The the day Sophia crashed through my being is probably my most profound day. And in this moment, unless she can bring it back to me, it wasn't long after I found my quantum healer, and I did past life. Yeah, now. What was it? It was a self-healing meditation. Close. That connected my higher self, Ashke. My intention in that meditation was to address my relationship with my mom. Not knowing what that reflection was going to be on the highest soul level. And what that meant over these next few years to follow. I thought I was just going to heal my relationship with my mom and I was going to be able to talk with her and not feel the fear that my inner child had. Not that I was afraid of my mom. I was very protective of my mom, and that's something that I didn't know until after releasing the contracts with my mom. When I called forward my mom, she wasn't something that I recognized. And in severing those contracts and in freeing my inner child and knowing that my mom always did the best that she could and that in being there, she's the one that took the brunt of it,
Mm-hmm.
opposed to my father, which had given me my abandonment and those lessons because he left.
Mm-hmm.
So upon that, I freed myself, and I freed my mother. The reflection was in the blood. Because I am her. Our healing became was accepted into the oneness. So that opened the space within me to welcome in my remembering. So one day I was meditating, not long after. And I was on a phone call with my sister. My sister and I do our healing together. And I asked her to look at me because I could feel something on my head, like a crushing on my head. And when she looked at me, there was some sort of like helmet on my head, severing my connection to the divine. And when she, because of my now knowing, that's why I say don't search for healing because it's already here. So when I opened that, my crown came on at the and now I'm seeing even more at a reflection of when I ran away. Okay, and I didn't want to know. I didn't want anyone to know where I was. I ran away when I was 18. As silly as that sounds. So this is just remembrance that's coming in right in this moment as we're talking about this. And then she had to insert. So she looked down. Okay. And then when I say be looking, we're right here looking at each other. And she seen two stones in her hand, two gems. One was green and one was blue. Okay. And then she put them inside. Okay. And when she did that, it awakened. Okay. And then that helmet was released and okay, the healing that came in from that. Okay, she said to me, "You didn't want us to know where you were." And then she started crying. Okay, and then because that's the reflection in the knowing.
Mm-hmm.
And at that time, I said, we were just unlocking who we were further and further.
Mm-hmm.
More of our multidimensional selves were being revealed. And I went into what you would call somatic release. And I remembered, and I saw myself as the earth. After that call, I went down into the basement where our bedroom was, me and my partner at that time. And as I came down the stairs and I turned around the corner to come towards the bedroom, Sophia, when I say crash, she crashed through me. So I said, when I was walking down the stairs, I said, who am I?
Mm-hmm.
Who am I? I can't. On a soul level, who am I? I came down those stairs. I felt her, my being crashed through me. She goes, Sophia. I go, I'm Sophia? Oh, gosh, Canada. I didn't even know who Sophia was. Canada. I had no idea. I'm Sophia. Yes, Kashke Hakehawe. Mother of Angels. And as I heard Mother of Angels, I felt her all the way through my body and I crashed to the floor like I collapsed. I just cried. I just wept because that didn't make any sense to me. And then I Googled the Sophia. I found the Sophia code. And then I was gone. Everything in my life changed. Everything was ripped away. I lost everyone, all my friends, my family. I went houseless. My relationship turned extremely abusive. Everything was in an uproar. So when I say I had to trust because I knew. And then to confirm in my quantum healing sessions, I had 3. And every time I went under, because it's quantum healing, hypnosis, therapy, right? They hypnotize you, you go under, your Sophia comes in, your higher self comes in. They talk. And every time I went through and did a session, everything that I did was confirmed. everything I did was confirmed. And she gave me the next steps through him that my human wasn't ready or was, survival. Coming through that was still too in panic because of everything that was being ripped and shed and torn away. Wasn't able to receive.
Mhm.
I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful to him for that because, yeah, that's how I kept going. Definitely. And after that last session, I went houseless again. I was in my car. All I did was dance at powwows because that's what they told me to do. Keep healing, be with your cats. It was so hard, and all I did was cry. That's how I know it's true. That's how I know that it was done. I'm grateful.
Wow.
It's definitely my moment.
Good moment. Uh,
Oh my goodness.
I love hearing that though because it shows like yeah you had like the big moment and then everything got torn away. It's like yeah you had the like it happened but it's like and then it doesn't get easier actually. No.
No.
But it's like not,
Um,
I feel like that's just really good for our human minds to hear that because it's like, yeah, you can be so powerful and have that kind of a moment. And then you do have to go through the hard stuff still. You don't get to skip
no.
it.
No. And it definitely, if you can come to the part where you kind of reverse it, it's just like that reflection. You're like, oh, that's why it's this hard. It's because that's the reflection of the lessons. This is how important it is.
Mhm.
This is how important you are. We all are. We're all a pure expression of creator, of creation.
Mhm.
And then no matter what we choose, if we choose to stay here and live through the golden age, through new earth, through the crumbling into that, okay, or to experience and be the reflections that we need to see in order to continually heal and purge through that, and
Mm-hmm.
then go back home. Okay. And when I say go back home, I should to your star, your planet, your moon, whatever it is that you are on that level, Ashke,
Mm-hmm.
or where you're to go next to continue your soul growth learning. And
Mm-hmm.
ultimately, all roads lead home now. And not that they all didn't. They just got a little misconstrued. It's a little extra thrown in.
Yes, yes. Well, I heard somewhere that it was like all the humans on Earth right now are extremely brave because of what we're going through as a collective right now. It's like, it doesn't matter who you're looking at, you have to respect them because they chose to be here right now.
Yes. And they chose that reflection, I have respect for all, for no matter how dark, no matter how light, no matter how high, no matter how low, no
Mhm,
matter where it is, because it's a reflection that and an expression that needs to be released again, that needs to be seen and shown so it can be released.
mhm.
And to sign up for that is wow. Hi, Warrior One.
Okay. Yes. Yeah, almost the opposite. It's like, oh, you signed up for that. Wow.
Yes, and
Yeah.
and we were excited, you're all excited to do it because of how grand and how once in a lifetime it really is. When I say that, I'm talking about all lifetimes.
Yeah. Mhm.
This is this is like the end game. That, you know what I mean? This is the goal. We're
Yes.
about to achieve the goal. We're not in the middle. We're not somewhere near the beginning. We're near like the new beginning of the end that's here.
Say that
And it's the
five
one
times
that we've
fast.
been wanting. We're the one. It's the one that we've been wishing and praying for, where we can have magic, where we can be divine, where we can, rightfully, can embody everything we are. Yes.
I accept.
Yes. What do you need to
Oh,
do?
so good.
Yes.
Amazing. We'll start to wrap it up, but what's one, if you were like someone who's maybe not quite as far along or someone that's listening and is now curious, what's one like practice or shift you would suggest them to make to start living more multidimensionally?
I would recommend that you start a routine
Hmm.
at Tanshkin. And when I say that, meditation,
Mhm,
drinking water, going for walks, something that connects you with yourself
mhm,
each and every day so that your guides can step in and start communicating with you. They already are, but you'll be able to see, hear, feel them
mhm,
if you establish that initial connection and commitment to a routine.
mhm,
And that if you don't meditate, guided meditation is a great way to start. Something that's not too long, something that touches on the chakras.
mhm.
It's a lot easier to think about what you're focusing on if you're being told, opposed to just trying to turn off the mind and open a chakra.
That's exactly how
It
I started. Was
takes
the chakra meditation. That's
yes.
I didn't never tell you that, but yeah, that's exactly how I started.
Yeah,
Chakra meditation, guided
yeah,
meditations. Yeah.
absolutely. And then
Something.
with that, you clear the connection to hear. And then once you're able to hear, listen and do the things. Do the things, no matter how silly they seem. They might want you to brush your teeth in the shower, and you've never ever done that. Go brush your teeth in the shower because they're going to tell you something.
Yeah.
And you brushing your teeth under the water, having that moment is just that what they needed you to open, you
Mhm.
know? That's it.
True.
Listen,
The best stuff
do, and
does
then you will see. And then that trust, that self-trust comes in. And then each and every step after that takes you to where you need to go. You'll be brought to the next healer. You'll be brought to everywhere you need to go.
come. Yep, I love it. Yes. The stuff does come in the most random of times. That is so
Yeah,
true.
absolutely. It's not until you need it, so trust. So trust.
You get one
And
thing
when you
from this
do
podcast
that,
today. Trust. I could be told 50 million times and I'd still need to be told 50 million more. So you can't say. Uh, so if listeners want to experience your work, where can they find you?
Well, my Facebook is probably the best way right now. To message me on there, Samantha Sophia Gaia. I will be back on TikTok eventually, but again, Facebook is the easiest way. I do have a milkshake website that I can give to Jillian if she wants, and yeah, you can contact me through there. Yes.
Amazing. We're gonna do a little lightning round, um, just like quick question type thing. What is your sun, moon, and rising?
Oh my goodness. Okay, so I'm Sagittarius. Sun, Moon, Leo, and my what is it? Rising?
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
rising? Rising. Yeah, rising is Libra.
Oh, nice.
So I like to say that I'm the heir to my fire. I stoke my own fire.
Yeah, no kidding. Double fire. Yeah. Oh, I love that. Um, the next question is spirit guides loud or subtle, but I feel like we don't really have to ask that one.
They be real loud.
Uh, what past life do you relate to the most lately?
Oh my gosh. Kuan Yin, actually scared.
Okay.
Yeah, she's been dancing around lately.
I pulled her yesterday in my card pull. Um, the most random, okay, speaking of random, the most random sign the universe has ever sent you.
Sorry?
The most random sign the universe has ever sent you.
Oh my God. I don't know. I receive a lot of randomness. I feel like it's not random.
That's true. That's true. It's not random. Yeah, that's a good.
I
Um,
think that the best times are it's like when they tell me to walk, walk, turn left, turn right, and then somebody else is having a conversation with somebody and they say exactly what I needed to hear. I think that's my favorite. Those are my favorite moments where I get to like hear somebody else talk about it. And it's just that little bit that was just like, yes, but he's dealing with family stuff and he needs to, worry about this, whatever it is, for example. And you're like, oh, okay, that's where my masculine is. He's just dealing with family stuff, and because I'm I'm the feminine waiting for the masculine, Ashke, and I
uh-huh.
giving birth to him, Ashke.
Relatable. Yes. Oh my gosh. And then last one, if you could visit one realm or dimension tonight in a dream, where would you go?
Ashke, comment that. Ashke. Ashke. Where would I go? Tashkeske. I go to the moment. I would go to the moment. Ashke Amate. I guess Ashke Namate. It's not really a dimension or a place. Again, it's a moment.
Mm.
Ashke. I would go to the moment where I know that I've met my reflection.
Aw.
Yeah. That's I say that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Aw. Lovely. Well, before we close, that's a good way to end it. Was
Wasn't
there...
very lightning, but I had to think for each
No, no,
one.
no, no, that was lightning enough. Trust me. There's the lightning. What is lightning anyway? Um, do you have any final thoughts or reflections or anything before we close up for today?
Yes, I would just say, okay, no matter where you are, what you're in, what you perceive it to be, know that you are loved, and that you are a dream come true, and that you chose to be here. And in that choosing, you can free yourself. Your definition is you already are perfect. It's the perception of perfect that's imperfect. Love yourself. And in that love, you will see just how divine you are. And with that, all is divine.
Oh,
Yes.
awesome. Yay. Oh, well, this was wonderful. This was a whole download for the people. They'll have a healing experience from this podcast. So,
Good.
so
I honestly don't know anything that's, me, Samantha. I just open and allow. And I say, okay, that's what
I know the feeling. Yes. Yeah. It's like I don't even know where that came from. That just was, that's what needed to be said. Yeah.
Yeah.
Aw. Well, thank you so much for being here and for sharing your time and your energy with us. And I look forward to connecting soon. And I hope that others are inspired, or if you do feel called to work with Samantha, I could not recommend it more if you feel that call. Because yeah, it will blow your mind in the best way.
Yes, thank you so much, and you're so welcome. I so appreciate you. I appreciate everything. I love you.
Love you
Thank
too.
you. And yes, if you feel called, reach out. I'm here. Yeah.
Amazing. All right. Bye. Thank you for sharing this space with me today. If something in this episode resonated, let it land. You don't need to understand it all right now. Integration happens in its own time. You'll find ways to connect and explore working together in the show notes, and you're always welcome to reach out if you feel ready to go deeper. Remember, you don't have to transcend your humanity to be spiritual. Your lived experience is the initiation. Until next time, stay curious, stay embodied, and keep living multidimensionally. May your days play out for the highest good. Namaste.